Hello, Twitch. Welcome in. How is everyone doing this lovely evening? Hope you are well. Hope you've had a great weekend. Ready to attack the next week. Start off with a little coffee like usual. Then we'll get into making some pasta. going to be doing chicken and cheese and herb tortellini with a light cream sauce, lighter cream sauce. I think I said peppery in the menu. Got the pasta machine out already set up. Got water already set up. Do we have some weirdness going on with some of our other tubes here? Oh, they seem to be relatively inert. I don't think the weight of water has changed that much. I'm thinking the scale is off. Oh yeah, probably because the knife there. The scale is probably off. Let's see. Just a little bit off there. So I'm going to stop it at the normal point that I want for a cup rather than... So the scale wasn't off, I just had something underneath it. We're still going. We're still good. I thought it was going to go bad yesterday. We're on the edge of it right now. Maybe one more coffee left in that bottle. Apron on. I don't know why I didn't have that on earlier. It's actually raining here. Which, for those of you that don't live in fire territory, that is a great relief this time of year. Cheers, folks. When does the web become an ingredient? In what form? I mean, it's already as much a part an ingredient as the library or knowledge. Okay, so we're starting with pasta again. Oh, the Halloween decorations? No. I do think they're probably a one-year use only, though. Normally you can sort of save the fake cobwebbing, but it's gotten a few things flung into it already, so I think that's hitting the trash after this project. Salt first. And then eggs. We're gonna try do this a little bit wetter than last time. Cultured. Are you saying my webs are cultured? Oops. Then we don't need these two whites. But I am going to use 3 eggs this time. Right off the bat. A little olive oil. pretty good. I have no idea what it is, glass, which makes me think that it's synthetic. Now we start getting the hands dirty. Hey, it makes good fishing rope. Hey, Vicariously. How are ya? Hope you're having a lovely end to your weekend. Well, depending on where you live. Maybe it's already over. You're starting your new week already. Nice. I'm doing okay. Still addicted to video games. Still dealing with cleaning up the yard outside every day a little bit. The neighbors decided to take off for 2 weeks, so I mean that's lovely. And it's raining, which is normally a downer, but here in Northern California, where we're in wildfire territory, rain is a wonderful thing sometimes. We're also sort of in this drought thing. I don't know, maybe you heard about it. Though at the same time, we're using groundwater around here. And the studies show that it takes something like 15 years or something like that. Maybe it's even longer than that for water on the ground to reach groundwater, in other words, to sink through. It might even be longer, because I said that and I'm like, or was it 30? Be right back, 1 second. Okay, that was maybe 2 or 3 seconds, but around here, it's mostly well water. There is some city water in Santa Rosa, which is the main city in Sonoma County. not quite sure what their setup is. And so, yeah, this is all changing sort of over the next, I think it's the next 20 years. They're changing the water system to a, like, I think it's changing into like a water marketplace for groundwater so that you can have bidding wars over water. My understanding is they're somewhat trying to copy the Australian system, which has turned water into almost like a stock market. Good and bad there. Probably just the realization that water is going to be a premium product. So give this a couple more minutes of kneading. It's already feeling pretty nice and smooth. At war with that? No, we get one choice. That's PG&E. PG&E for gas and electric. They have the system where you can apparently bill it to other groups. Like there's a Sonoma Energy, Clean Energy group or something like that. You can change your billing to them, but it's sort of like it's going to the same office. It's paying paying different people. And yeah, it's a company that should have gone bankrupt several times now, is technically a convicted felon if it was an actual person, due to the number of deaths they've caused due to their electricity causing wildfires. They were massively in debt like a year and a half ago, and I haven't looked at how they've done since then, but the state just keeps on propping them up. Let's do our battle. Oops. There we go. Victory. That was an easy one. Victory. I think Nith is going to get some rewards there. Yeah, scroll for their healer. Back to Needon for a little bit more. Yeah, it's not the greatest. There's a number of things about this state that I'm not in love with. But at the same time, I've now been living here over a decade, and the advantages of moving somewhere else versus having to relearn everything, versus having to build new connections for everything, and it's sort of like the common headline of, you know, majority of San Franciscans or majority of Californians or would like to move out. Oh, I wouldn't have time to stream if I owned a restaurant, unless I threw up like cameras in my restaurant, which I still own a mobile kitchen, but for the last 5 years I've been working out of farmers markets, making products from the farmers, and have since sort of shut down because of I don't want to scale up larger than I was, and it wasn't really profitable at the level that I was at. Nice. But it just wasn't profitable as a small business. I could have scaled it up. I could have done bigger markets. I could have done like San Francisco proper or Oakland or things like that. But wasn't worth it at that size, and I don't see it being worth it at a larger size. Not that you can't make restaurants profitable, but the real estate here just makes everything unreasonable. Or for the mobile business I was doing, all the licenses, fees, and having to work out of a approved location with all of their markups. We're almost done here. This is feeling pretty good at this point. Pretty well worked. Tacky? Not really. It's pretty smooth. I couldn't do a window pane with this, but since we're going to continue to roll and fold and develop it, we're just looking to get it really nice and started off nice and smooth. Get all that gluten started. Much better off start than last night. Or on, not last night, the night before. Friday. Okay, so we'll let that set and rest before we start rolling that. And we'll get into doing our other items for the dinner, starting with our filling. We have the chicken breasts from Wednesday. We've got 2 of them here. One I'm gonna pan fry, and the other is gonna get pureed and put into these. Friday, I didn't get the mixture right, and I ended up mixing more egg into a started dough, which is always very ugly looking and very meh until you actually get it going and worked in. It's very sloppy. Got a lot of raw egg on my cutting board, sort of a thing. We'll toss this bag. And so that one's looking like it's got a little bit better piece of skin for it, so we'll save that one for pan searing. And this one with the little bit messier breast. Or could I just do that? Is that going to be enough chicken for this? I don't think so. I was thinking maybe we could just do the tenderloins and blend that in for the... Actually, it might be enough. If I just do the tenderloins from both of these, that might be enough meat for this. Maybe tenderloins plus. Yeah, let's do that. And see if we can't sear both of those off. Have 2 of these. We have meat for our tortellini still. What happened Friday? Oh, I told you the pasta. Skinning the fat along with that ain't gonna hurt. The blend for our tortellini. And take this, set this aside for the moment. You're hearing those pangs and pings every now and then. That's water hitting my vent to my stove. Have I ever made schmaltz? I've never purposely made schmaltz. I've certainly rendered chicken fat. But no, I haven't had enough chicken fat to really make schmaltz out of it. By schmaltz, I'm thinking of almost like the lard to chicken fat, whereas, you know, with lard, you're rendering pig fat, sometimes beef fat, but mostly pig fat, down to a clear liquid, and then allowing it to re-solidify. Same thing, I believe, goes for schmaltz. It's a chicken fat that's been just essentially cooked down until it's liquefied, so you get any of the impurities and other things in the fat to drop out of solution. So now we're going to season our chicken here for inside of our tortellini. So salt, olive oil, pepper and MSG. That I wouldn't have a good figure for you vicariously. I'm sure you can look that up easily. Garlic powder. Onion powder. Italian herb mix. Or that was the oregano. No, we want the Italian herb mix. I'm sure it would have. No, that isn't what I wanted. A little freeze-dried thyme. We'll use these for the garnish. And anything else? Parmesan. We're throwing Parmesan in these. Yeah, it's not easy to... I don't know if I can find it or not. It's a little bit of Parmesan in there too. Anything else that I want to add for liquid? I'm wondering if this is going to be... I know the blender will blend that, but whether it's going to be a nice mixture to work with, we'll see. I'm going to mute it while we blend. While I blend. While it blends. There we go. Pureed chicken. Well, if you can't find good chopped liver, I doubt you're gonna find the schmaltz to... Liver pate is another great one for using up leftover chicken livers. I often just throw it all in the stock, too. That's not going to give you the most beautiful, clean, clear stock, but I would think it's tasty. Okay. So we got this going. We can put this in a bowl to hang out for a little bit. I'm sort of wondering why you got to add much fat to that at all. I mean, it's... Depends on the end user on that one. A lot of people are really iffy on high iron things with the almost like metallic flavor that it gives, which essentially is along the lines of umami, but extremely potent versions of it. Yeah. So I'm with you on that one. I like liver. I like heavier, denser foods like that. But I certainly know that there's people that just cannot stand, well, don't even, and it's not even a, like, their mom served it to them horribly and gave them shoe leather and they don't know what it should be. No, these are, you know, like people I went to culinary school with that sort of got force-fed some of these things along the line, and we're like, yep, I'll try it, but yeah, I don't like it. So there is our chicken filling. I guess we're down to rolling already. I'm just going to shove it in there as is. Sorry, my webbing is sort of blocking the view of me doing pasta work here. We're just going to sort of force this through a couple of times, fold it, and then pass it back through. It's not going to give us near as much trouble as last night's, or Friday's. I think my parents set out to not traumatize me about anything about food. Which is probably partly why I'm here. Partly. Well, that's sort of a preference, and it's not going to be as thin as this thing goes. I'll do the thinnest setting when I do lasagna with this thing, but that's essentially like paper thin. I'm going to go a little bit thicker than that. So now I folded the sides in on both sides, making the ends nice and smooth. Now we're folding that over, working as many seams back down into themselves. Doesn't really need to be done. I'm just being weird tonight, I think. Okay, now I'm going to start scaling it down in size. getting close here with this one. This is looking pretty good here, actually. I actually think that looks pretty good right there. I think I'm going to stay with that. And it's almost like the perfect width. I might clean up the edges on it, but otherwise that's looking pretty good. We're going to cut these in half, maybe into quarters. Hey, TD lady. Welcome in. Now we'll use a clean knife for that. Want them to basically be able to fit on the cutting board. Make sure that these stay separate. We're going to add some flour now. Just dust on the outside. Just to absorb any moisture on the outside of them. They're pretty dry at this point, but as you can see, they are sticking a little bit. And the sticking here isn't so much bad that it's a pain to separate. You don't want that. But also, when it's sticking and you go to pull it apart, you're stretching it. And so it's going to be a different thickness than everything else. And so, definitely want to avoid stickage. What do we got here for size? Give me one moment. I mean, I think it's an 18-inch cutting board, but nope, 20-inch. That didn't help me. We got about 20 inches. We want this to be okay, so let's go down. Tighten the handles back down. Oh, you can't really see what I'm doing because it's off the bottom of the screen, but tightening the angle, the wing nuts down so that ain't moving anymore. We get the start of our cuts here. And these all should be mostly separate. I didn't quite cut through on that. How weird. Doesn't have enough pressure down on the center, that's why. By the way, this is sort of a new toy. I got this at the beginning of the year. And so I'm still learning how to use this thing properly. Or in a manner that it actually works. Anyways, they're at least scored. So we can move on to the next. Yeah, that wasn't intended over there. Oopsies. Started almost thinking that I could have probably cut these by hand a bit more accurately than this accurate jig that everyone swears by. I'm sort of meh about it. I also think I cut my hand with it earlier. You too, Vic, curiously. Have a great none. Okay, next step, clean up a little bit here. Get rid of this scrap dough around. Put a towel over the dough we're not working right now. Unlock the wing nuts, put that back together, put that back away. I don't know if I'm sold on this or not. I like it, but at the same time,
battle.
Ah, battle. Thank you for that sub, Tahiti Lady. We've let this battle go for quite a while here. Thank you for reminding me. Well, that was quick. McMargo getting the scroll there. Ooh, and I get some candy. Let's see what we got. I think we're going top way. I'm gonna put a monk out there since I think I might have some help this time. But we're gonna have to break through doors here on this one. That's what this one is here. We got doors that we gotta break through to get into each of these places. I'm gonna wipe my forehead off because I am drooping sweat for some reason. We'll come back to that in a little bit here. Meantime, we're going to be filling tortellini for the first time here. Time to pull a demi-toss spoon. Not much of an espresso drinker, but that is the proper espresso spoon. Of course, I'm sure some aficionado would be like, no, it's not. So we have pre-made chicken mixture that I made earlier on stream. We got the tenderloins from our 2 chickens, plus a little bit of extra. I sort of shaved them down, flattened them a bit, and used that extra chicken to make our filling. That's got some seasoning in there. That's got some little bit of olive oil, whole bunch of grated Parmesan in there, pepper. You know, not too shabby. Let's see how hard this is. I have not tried ever doing this before by hand, doing tortellini. We're going to start with a small little bit of meat. We need a bowl of some water so that I can Maybe wet my fingers every now and then. A little water up there. I think that'll work. And turn these all into diamonds so that I can just fill them and fold them. Tendons and all. Actually, we'll pull the tendons out of that. That's sort of disgusting. A lot of tendons in those tenderloins. Not a lot of meat in these, but you gotta consider it's chicken. We gotta cook this in the pasta. Even my smallest spoon's got enough here to do essentially 3 of these. Yeah, actually 3 of them. Going along pretty well. I'm gonna jinx myself. Some of them are falling apart. There we go. We need a bowl for completed. Or maybe a plate. This is too much for this small one. I just realized I'm getting raw chicken all over my veggie board. Oh well. We'll give it a good scrub after this. Got egg all over it yesterday and chicken all over it tonight. Or egg all over it on Friday. Days just run together. I was looking at the date when I was setting up the timer to start the stream, and it's like, it's 17th already? Grab another 9 squares. Rinse and repeat. This is one of those dinners where I wish I had a table that was more like this. What a noob placement. Sorry, I have to with a name like that. And another 9. Oh, that's a bunch of tendon. If you're doing this at home, you have to keep in mind that you're also working with chicken on your fingers this entire time. So, no picking your nose, no sucking your thumb. I'm realizing why this is a shape now. It's because you can be a lot messier with your triangles and still have it come out look like a impressive piece of pastry or pasta. So it's probably something that was developed as they trying to pump them out. was worried if there's going to be enough chicken to do all these, and we're going to have more than enough. And still have 2 breasts to sear off. I was tempted to puree a whole chicken breast for this project. Glad I didn't. So I guess technically we could label these chicken tenderloin tortellini. After I squeeze these last 5 together. Okay, to battle. Oh wow, all sorts of armies here. I think I'll do haste over what I think is a majority of it. Majority? Whatever that is. Seems like the rogues go for all the doors. Rectory. Parenthesis 1 and McMargo with the kills and assists. Put my Centurion. Right here. I didn't know where to put it. That map is so confusing to me for to just quickly put one unit down. I'm sure you can all steady it and get back to me on how this is supposed to operate. We've got doors, we've got multiple placement areas, some weird placement areas. Looks like we got light and dark placement areas, like if there's some difference between those or not. Interesting map. Very, very interesting. Beginning to wonder how I'm going to fit these all on this one plate. It's starting to look pretty impressive here. And we're on our last couple batches of pasta here. This is starting to stick even with the flour now. It's been sitting too long. I let it all sit too long. Taking too long to fill these. And not preserving it as well enough. Should have done a better job to keep it covered while I was working on everything else, even with the towel. The towel probably wasn't enough. Probably should have had some plastic wrap or something over them. Finally getting it down to a science now that we're getting to the end of the list here. Or the end of the pasta. I'm sort of enjoying having the fan off. It's always good when I can have the fan off during the stream. Adds a lot of conflicting noise in the kitchen. And while I sometimes enjoy some white noise, that's not the white noise I really enjoy. I don't think they're all gonna fit. So there's my first batch of tortellini. I'm guessing I might have folded them the wrong direction. Oh well. I folded them so that the meat packet's on the inside rather than the outside. So I should have rolled them in the other direction when I... Oh well. Let's get some water going. As I was complaining about the fan, I didn't say why we needed the fan, but we need some water boiling for these pasta. And I think it's time to open this bottle of wine. I'm going to take a photo of this, though, before I completely ruin it. One busted in the center. It's just ruining the whole thing. Second photo is sort of cool. They'll be up on Discord, as usual. So we got that going. Now it's sauce time. We need to make a nice light peppery cream sauce. So we'll start a brew here. Anyway, you know, the perfect size amount of butter already cut for me. That's more I needed. Oh, oops. Getting dark early tonight. It's only 6:15. So wine. Francis Ford Coppola has essentially 3 different lines of wine that I've seen pretty widely passed around in supermarkets. This would be, I believe, the top of the line of his, just named series. He most certainly has wines that are considerably more expensive than this. We're still in the $20 range here, but he's got some serious wines beyond that. But this would be the upper end of the ones they have at the supermarket. They have a series like this with a more traditional solid label on the front of it. And then they have a diamond series. I have not found any of the diamond series to be to my liking. They sell, but I've not been a big fan. I hear you, Butter. And I hear you, Butter. And so I've always sort of gone for this one over the Diamond series after I went through the Diamond series. Like, yeah, I can live without that. So we got a little bit of extra filling left over that it's probably going to go to waste, but I wish I could find something quick and useful for that. We need some flour. Quick, we need some flour. Okay, so that's definitely a roux. We're going to add a bunch of heavy cream, and we're going to add some water to start here. So about a half cup of water. And then, before it gets a chance to completely come back to a full boil, a whole bunch of heavy whippy cream in there. And then a whisk up, get that all combined. So so it comes back to temp together. And that just gets a little bit of garlic, a little bit of onion, and a whole lot of pepper. Oh, and salt. No MSG with this. Spice drawers not cooperating. Okay, so there's our sauce for tonight. Gonna turn that down low now, low, as low as possible, and just let that simmer. It's already nice and thick. It's a nice coating thickness there already. Don't really want it to thicken up a little bit more, but we might have to add a little more liquid towards that. Hey, Bun Buns! Welcome, welcome. It took a minute, but I'll tell you my honest realization is that it was a shape that was designed how messy you made your triangles in the first place. Let's see if I can't pick out any real winners here. Yeah. Schmutz coming out of it, but it still looks like a tortellini. pierogies. I don't know if I tried pierogies on stream or not. I want to say that I have. Ooh. I forgot I was drinking a good wine tonight. This is... Mmm. I want to bite into this. This is like... There's so much berry in that nose. There's pepper, but there's berry. Yeah, that's a nice cab. That goes on the... I've had several years of this now. I've always been happy with this one. I've tried it several times. After I've forgotten what it was like, I've liked it every time. So, yeah. Yeah. Good stuff. So we're waiting on our pasta water to boil. We got our sauce made. And so I think it's time to get going with our chicken breasts here. And so anyone who wasn't here at the beginning, I took these chicken breasts and carved the tenderloins out of them and sort of flattened it out. Took a little bit of extra meat off of that end on both of these. And that was the meat that we used for our filling. And so we still have, just this, you could do this with a typical just 2-pack of chicken breasts. So we'll put my medium cast iron on the heat to warm up over here. That's on pretty much as low as it goes, just warming the pan up to start with. Low flame on the sauce back there. Bit of salt on our chicken. Try and spread that skin out as much as possible. This is the one with the better piece of skin on it, though. Yeah. More salt. Nice bonbons. Awesome. How'd it turn out? What'd you use for your sauce or your broth, depending on how you make it? Nice. And congrats on the kitchen. Yay. Now you have something to get dirty and have to clean up. Last 3 minutes, get units on the battlefield for Stream Raiders for our next battle. Yeah, I'm gonna be drinking that bottle tonight. That ain't gonna sit around for long. I like trying to get a little bit of the side there because I like putting the chicken placing the chicken breast against the side of the pans there. I've been pretty good, Bun Buns. Pretty good. How about yourself? Hopefully you've had a great weekend. Hopefully you're all unpacked if you got a new kitchen to work out of. And some time to relax. Nice. That's a big win too. Get some currency coming in. And I think we're close enough on our water here. Yeah, we're getting close on our water here. So I'm going to kick up the heat on this pan now so we have actual heat going in our saute pan. Digging this song. It's got a little bit of New York kind of mind. Or state of mind type vibe to it. Thank you, Bun Buns. Battle. Sorry, Bun Buns. Going for the majority. He's an archer, he doesn't have to move fast. Victory. New placer with the kills. How are you a new placer and you getting all the kills? Who's gonna get that's a nice pickup, 50 gold. Congrats, Tahiti lady. Bun Bun's getting the other 2 scrolls there. Rewarding the long-time players. Ooh. I think I'm going Barbarian this battle. And this is going to be a defend ourselves type battle, so I'm going to put myself right next to those enemies. I'm going to suggest we skip this box in the center here. We'll go after these later. Worry about that one room first. Okay, we got a nice hot pan behind me now here for our chicken. All ready to go, lightly smoking. Oil's moving around nice and quick now, you notice. Compared to before, it was barely able to roll around in the pan. Now it wants to slide out like it's water. I was wondering myself, I was like, Bun Buns, you mad at my bot? Have you been playing games? You know, I always hit my caps lock when I'm playing, you know, when I'm doing WASD. I'm gonna suggest for your next time, if you make tortellini ever yourself, if you use a protein like I did, you want to make them like 3 times as large. That way, you know, they you know, you get that like medium rare chicken in the center. I was recently reminded of this because I've been once again hooked by a game for a little while here. We'll see how long this lasts. But I've been hooked by New World, at least temporarily. And I keep hitting my caps lock. I worked with a dude that used to eat everything he bought medium rare. Chicken, seafood, across the board. He was in my banquets crew in Phoenix. Nope. But at the same time, you choose your risks. I mean, if you're getting your chicken from a farm that you trust, all the power to you. But on average, every egg has salmonella of some form on it. It's a matter of how much is on it. And 1 in 10,000 on average has too much. And so you're playing a numbers game. But then again, you're sort of playing that numbers game with meat in general. I read an article about a power lifter that's doing nothing but like raw meats. You know, eating nothing but raw liver, and I'm like, more power to you, dude. That said, I still have a desire to one day, well, I don't know if it'll actually happen, but I would definitely, if I ever traveled to Japan, try fugu. I would search it out and find a place to go and have it. And you see me use raw eggs here on stream. It's the same risk. I just don't do it as much. You know, but that's it. Time and temp. That sliding scale of 165 for 15 seconds, or say, if it's a very controlled environment and you have a very controlled product, 2 hours at 120 degrees. That means the interior temperature is reaching 120 degrees for 2 hours. Yeah. But essentially, you just got this sliding scale of, you know, temperature over time where you're going to kill a majority of it off. You're still not going to kill all of it off, too. And if you listen to the U.S. government, you know, it's only 165 for 15 seconds. The science of it says that it's a sliding scale to a certain point. But if you look at anything that says, you know, quoting the government or quoting government safety, 165, 15 seconds. I need an oven for this one. Okay, our pasta water is a rolling. So I'm gonna throw maybe like a 30 of these in there. And we're going to quick chop some chives. Let's see if those work with a little light. Yeah, that's nowhere near cooked. Want to make sure we cook that chicken in those tortellini that are now, oops, wrong one, there we go, up at the top of the boiling water here. So I'm giving them just a moment longer. Hey there, Spider. Goodbye, Spider. Pan off for the chicken. Oops, that one. And we are cooked through, but it needs to carry over a little bit. So, it's cooked through, but it's looking slightly pink still at the moment. Give it another 5 minutes. By the time it hits the table, it'll be perfect. And there we go. We got finished tortellini pan-seared chicken. Add a bit more greenage over the top. Pull out a couple of strays. We have what looks like a gorgeous dinner to me. Need some photos of this deliciousness. Awesome. Yeah. So let's give this a shot. Try this on stream for everyone. I can already tell you that it's got some bite to it. Oh, that definitely needs some salt. It's cooked through. Got decent flavor on the chicken. There was enough flavor in the chicken, enough seasoning on the chicken that I can taste all that. Take a tip piece of the chicken here that I know it's safe at this point. Chicken skin. Mm. Oops. Oops. That isn't what I wanted. 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 Hopefully you aren't hearing a whole bunch of noises right now as I back out of like everything that's going on right now. Checking here to see who we can give a raid to so I can go and enjoy the rest of this, because I think I'm going to enjoy these. I'm going to raid someone that I haven't raided. I don't know if I've ever raided this streamer before. If I have, it's been quite a while. A little bit of a different stream, but another chill stream along this line. It's not food. I'm going to send you all off here. I'll start the raid here first before I tell you who I'm sending it to you to. I'm going to send you off to hang out with Econ Greg. Lovely economics professor who also does astronomy streaming. And so his stream he typically has a couple of what do you call them? Telescopes going at the same time. One of them can be controlled by chat. One of them is what he's looking at, and the other one's sort of a pre-programmed thing, I think. It's been a while since I've been in his chat. Really cool streamer. Really appreciate the different content that he's producing. I hope you enjoy hanging out with him. Thank you all for joining me tonight. I'm gonna be back on Wednesday with our... Oh, it's Sunday. We gotta finish our battle. What's our battle? Let's finish our battle here first, real quick. We gotta finish our battle here. And it looks like Starfruit is gonna win our battle. Looking at the Discord here. We have Starfruit looking to win out against Powdered Peanut Butter. Valiant attempt there, though. We got quite a few voters for Peanut Butter, too. But we get to edit this one as the winner now. Sorry, Bun Buns. And so Wednesday, we will start our new vote from this list here, which you are welcome to contribute to if you join into the Discord. You're also welcome to vote for any or all of these if you would like to, if you're in the Discord. I will give permissions to anyone that joins in after the stream. Alright, and we got some new food picks in here. We had New Vision putting stuff. We've got Obe posting some mac and cheese of his own style and some lemon cured carrots that was quite awesome. It's sort of interesting. I'm almost tempted to try it. That's a dessert picture right there, folks. That's a bunch of carrot that's been cured with lemon that tastes sweet and lemony. Sort of tempted to try that out sometime. Thank you, Slice. And also here's the rest of those, because photos will be up on Discord in a couple of days And I always post whether I'm not going to make it or if I'm late on Twitter. Don't always post when I'm going live, but I do post when I'm not going live. Let's see here. Let's go back to doing our raid. Once again. So Wednesday, we'll obviously be doing Starfruit, which is awesome because I haven't played with Starfruit before. I have some cool ideas already. I'm really sort of excited for this one. So, looking forward to that one. But I am going to continue that raid once again for Econ Greg. He's got quite a few people hanging out with him tonight, and he is doing some astronomy as usual. So, I hope you go and enjoy that. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me, and I hope to see you again soon. Good night now.